If you are looking for the best CODM settings and sensitivity to help you improve fast and become better at the game, then you are in the right video. What's good, everybody? It's Script here, and I'll be showing you some basic settings you need to turn on or off. So make sure to hit the like and subscribe button, and let's get right into the video. The first part we're going to be looking at is your HUD. How do you set your HUD? Basically, if you're a 4 finger, if you're looking to play 4 finger, if you're looking to play 2 fingers, 3 or even 5 fingers like I do, then your HUD layout is what you have to actually plan on setting first before doing anything else. First, I'll be giving you a general idea on how the whole HUD setting process works. So it starts from your area of comfort. You can try firstly by copying maybe a content creator or a favorite your YouTuber that you like watching a lot. You could copy their HUD if they are using the same amount of fingers they are using. Like for me, example, I use 5 fingers, and I also copied it from someone, but then I tweaked it to suit my taste and my needs. So we're going to be starting from the 2 finger setup. This is like the basic setup that you use when you're just starting off the game for the first time. So if you're more comfortable with 2 fingers, then you can keep on using your 2 finger setup. But if you want to grow more, or if you want to grow better as a player, then it's best if you try advancing to 3 or 4 fingers. And this is my 3 finger simple HUD setup, and this is my 4 finger simple HUD setup. So you could just screenshot your screen and then follow the arrangement on the screen. For me, generally, I'm a 5 finger player, so mostly my HUD is customized for 5 fingers. Now, moving along to the basic settings, first you need to turn on your aim assist. Then your fast throw grenade, you can turn it on or you can turn it off. Basically determines how fast you throw your grenades. Then quick run from prone, that what basically does that when you are moving, like if you are lying down or you are crouching and you move your joystick a bit, should it run immediately or should you start working first before you start to run? I like to start running immediately, so I leave mine on. Then joystick auto sprint basically allows you to like move, just swipe up on your joystick once and your character runs by itself. Then for the fixed right fire button, it basically determines if your right fire button is going to be in a fixed position whenever you're shooting, or it's going to be like following your index finger. Then we have other settings like right fire button for camera rotation, left joystick mode, fixed virtual display position, and whatnot. So I just advise you to just copy my exact basic setup. Ensure your ADS for rotation button is turned off, because it's best to have that manual and accuracy control. Now moving along to the FOV settings, that's basically your field of view. It determines how far or how near enemies are going to appear on your screen. So if you use a phone, for example, your FOV has to be smaller, so you'll be able to see the enemies better. But if you're using an iPad or a tablet or something, a device with a bigger screen, basically, you can work with a much more higher FOV. Now see the difference between the low FOV and high FOV. This is the low FOV and this is the high one. Let me show you the difference again. The low one, the high one. Now if you're not sure what FOV you feel like is the best for you, then you can work with 75. It's in between, it's not too high, it's not too low, it's just like the perfect FOV for you. Now moving along, we'll be talking about sensitivity from fixed speed, distance acceleration, and speed acceleration. I'll be explaining what each of these mean and how well you know you're suited to use this particular part of the sensitivity. So starting from the fixed speed, when you use it, your hand is in a fixed position, meaning that no matter how fast or how slow you swipe from that particular location where your hand is to the edge of your other screen, your character in game is going to rotate the same way. From the example I'm showing in the screen, I'm swiping fast here and I'm also swiping slowly, but I still keep getting the same amount of rotation. Now if I go ahead and use distance acceleration, you'll see that my character moves even further than the last time I swiped, because now it's making full 360 rotations instead of just one half swipe, like facing front or facing my back. Now it's making the full 360. That's distance acceleration. It's basically how far your hand is away from a part of your screen to the edge of your screen. So that's the distance it covers, depending on the distance acceleration sensitivity, how high or how low it is. Now switching to speed acceleration, from the name you could tell how this works. It's basically how fast you swipe your thumb across your screen. You get me? So if you swipe your thumb across your screen from the same position to the edge of your screen really slowly, you rotate, you won't rotate that much. But if you swipe it from that same position to the edge of your screen but very fast, you see that you rotated very far. Like the distance between your rotation is going to change. So basically, if you are the type of player that likes fast-paced movements with your fingers and your thumbs, then your speed acceleration is your go-to area. But if you're the type of player that likes simple but like, you know that okay, you like simple but consistent gameplay, then fixed speed is your way to go. But for distance acceleration, I hardly see players who use distance acceleration, so I don't know if I could recommend that for you. But if you want to, if you're the type of player that plays with fast finger movements, then speed acceleration is your way to go. But if you play with like simple finger movements but you want it to be consistent, then use fixed. Now to the main question: how do I find my sensitivity? First, start off by heading to training room and standing in this exact spot I'm staying right now, facing this container. What you're going to do is place your crosshair in the middle of the container, then rotate till you get to that door. If you are rotating past the door, then reduce your camera sensitivity a bit, maybe by 5, but you keep reducing it till you stop at that door. Then you rotate back your crosshair to the center of the container again to confirm that okay, your sensitivity has been perfectly gotten. Now moving on is getting your ADS sensitivity, meaning your gun aim sensitivity. How do you know when your accuracy for your assault rifle, SMG, sniper, how do you know when it is perfect? First start by going to this particular spot in training room. Yeah, you stand in the middle there, and then you face your ADS spot in your scoping and move to the left side of your screen and stop at that edge, that break there. If it's going past the break, like it's going too much, then you need to reduce your ADS sensitivity. But if it's not even reaching there at all, then you need to increase your ADS sensitivity. You do the same thing by moving from the middle to the right side also. Then from that same right side, you move back to the middle. You do it for the two sides consistently till you have been able to like get a sensitivity that works well in moving to those particular two areas. It shouldn't go past them, and it shouldn't go like it shouldn't not reach them. It has to reach them. This would, yeah, exactly. Then minus 15 from your ADS sensitivity. That's how you get your red dot sensitivity. Then put the same values for your red dot and your ADS sensitivity for camera side. Put the exact same values for your firing side. Now for your sniper sensitivity, for me personally, I go with the tracking method. I put 3 or 4 bots, then I use my sniper scope to follow them from half of the map to the other edge of the map, then follow them from that edge back to half of the map. So first half, follow down till you get to the edge, then follow back to the first half of the map, and you do the same thing for the other side of the map. Make sure that red cursor or the red crosshair in the middle is always on the bot following it exactly. At the end of it all, your accuracy should be looking something like this. If you need a video tutorial on how to improve your accuracy in the game, just let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for another video.